It still fucking stopped the video. Never mind. You know, I guess this is a part 2. I tried really hard to avoid it from stopping the video, but it still stopped it. Anyway, so I'm early, but I can't go in because, you know, then I'm labeled as 40 minutes early, and I can't do that. So I have to wait till 9. You know, I'm waiting until 9 o'clock. You know, obviously 8:30 is early. Well, actually, I left at like 8:35, 8:36, I think. Did I? I don't know. But 8:40 should be around the time I normally leave to get here a few minutes early. But, you know, I don't know. I might still go in anyway. They probably won't even care. But, yeah, it just gives me time to do a video a little bit more. But, yeah, you know, he got yelled at by Greg yesterday over what happened. And thank you, Greg. I really do. I really did appreciate it when Michael told me that, you know, and I know Greg's got my back on that, you know, because Greg's kind of sick of Greg is sick of Michael as well, you know, so it's just like, you know, Michael can't be fucking doing that. And Michael was all pissed off and slamming stuff, and I went up to him. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, it's about last week when, you know, he's saying I threatened you when I was telling him I was defending myself. I gave him that look like, bro. He's like, someone said something. I know it isn't you. And I told him I did. I was like, I did say something because it fucking, you don't get to do that. You know, I was like, I had to, you know, because you're not going to keep treating me like that. You're not going to treat anybody like that. He takes it as he was defending himself. I was like, I was helping you. I wasn't bashing you. You don't seem to get it. And I was telling him that's why the managers are going to be watching you and taking care of you now. Because, you know, I told him I'm sick and tired of doing this. You know, I'm sick and tired of babysitting and watching you. You know, so it's just like, I was just like, you know, I'm done with it. You know, I'm done with having to deal with you. You know, I'm done with having to have the burden of them asking me to redo some of the things that you've been doing and say for the others, you know, and he felt really guilty and sad. I think he was about to cry at one point, but I was just like, you know, I was like, you know, it's bullshit how we have to pick up after you. I was like, I don't get paid enough to pick up after you, dude. You know, that's what I was telling him. I was like, this shit ain't to where, you know, it's not fair for us to have to pick up after you while you get to go home early and hang out and get paid while we have to pick up after you. It's just like, that's bullshit. You know, I've been asked to do some things that he's done that he hasn't finished, you know, so I laid it on him yesterday. I've laid on a whole year of hell with him, you know, and he apologized. He felt really guilty. He apologized to Stacia. You know, I'm just like, you know, and he was like, I don't know why they keep me around. If that's the case, I should probably put my 2 weeks in and all that stuff. I was like, it's your choice, dude. You know, I told him, I personally don't say anything. I'm not encouraging you to quit. But personally, I would, because it's brought nothing but hell for you here. You know, because he put his 2 weeks notice in Taco Bell again. And I'm like, dude, like, I get it. 2 jobs, that's why. It's because 2 jobs is stressful, you know, but it's just like, he doesn't work that much. He only does 4 4-hour days, and he's only there half of the time, 2 hours at Taco Bell. I'm just like, why would you quit that? Because he wants more hours here. I'm like, you ain't going to get more hours here. They're not going to give you more hours here. Literally, for the reasons I'm explaining to you, you're not going to get more hours here. They're not going to give it to you. You know? So, yeah, he was debating if he wanted to put his 2 weeks in. I was like, I would, but it's up to you. That's what I told him. I'm like, it's up to you. I'm not encouraging you to quit. But personally, I would have put my 2 weeks notice in if I was him, you know, because, you know, I don't want people picking up after me if I can't figure out my job either for almost a year. It's just like, hell with that, you know? So, But anyways, yeah, I was supposed to meet up with the recruiter yesterday as well. But of course, I texted him. I was like, I can't do it right now. And he was like, no worries. So, the ASVAB test was supposed to be on Thursday, but I'm not going in on Thursday. And I already called out for work here. So I'm just probably going to hang out at home or nearby or something like that. And then probably use sick pay if they'll allow me to. I don't really know. It's kind of a chosen choice to do the test. It's not forced. So really they'll probably deny it, because like that one day when everybody went home that morning after waiting like 45 minutes for a manager, I didn't get paid. They chose not to pay me, but they paid others. They sick paid others. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? And I'm like, why would you guys give them pay but not me? That's not fair, So anyways, to Tuesday. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna start heading in right now. I gotta clean this car when we go home later. The passengers really love to fucking trash it, my car. So yeah, if I keep getting used to this security thing at my church, I might just work at a pretty decent security job or something. So, not sure. So, but anyways, heading in now. You going to stay down? Okay. Yeah, 8:55. Bye for now.